Last week during the Sunday Scoop, we talked a little bit about overall financial health, easy things you can do to improve your current financial situation. This week, we're going to speak about couples out there being on the same page financially with your partner. It's very important, but only 1 in 5 couples are actually making important money decisions together. We've got Alameda-based financial advisor Sam Gata with us from Defined Financial Planning. He's back today with the 3 main questions you should be discussing with your partner when it comes to finances. Sam, always a pleasure to have you. First, though, I want to ask, why is it important to be open with your partner about money and finances?
Well, communication with your partner is so important. And I think 1 in 3, I believe, couples right now in America say that this is the #1 cause of stress in the relationship, and #1 cause of divorce. And we find that mostly it's communication, right? Making big money decisions because one partner is really doing the managing or the budget management and making decisions for the couple. That can create a lot of tension and sometimes lead to a lot of problems in marriage.
I know that the conversation can be awkward, but should this be one you're having once you're engaged, or should it be happening before then?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it should be happening right away, right? Because we know money is a big factor in determining, kind of your financial health, ongoing financial health, but also like your dynamics and your goals, financial goals with your partner. So I recommend doing it as soon as possible, right? Talking about money is a very, very important thing in a relationship.
Right. Okay. So these main questions that we need to start asking, you say there's 3 main questions. Once you're on the same page, how do we have, or do we have an emergency fund? That's #1.
Yeah, first question, do we have an emergency fund? I like to think of it like the state of our emergency fund, right? And what you do there is you figure out, hey, how much expenses do we have? What are our fixed mandatory expenses? How much money do we have coming in? And what we recommend doing is establishing some sort of benchmark minimum of cash in your bank account that you need to keep on hand if an emergency were to arise. I would say anywhere between 3 and 6 months of expenses is a good number to keep.
Okay. When you say fixed things, that means like kids' tuition, that sort of thing?
Kids' tuition, mortgage, right? All of the mandatory expenses to keep your lifestyle going. I mean, I would probably, you don't need to necessarily put in like 3 nights of dinner out, but really just focusing on what do we need to sustain our current living lifestyle. That's really the important thing we want to look at there. And then allocate 3 to 6 months of cash in a savings account. And then every month with your partner, make sure that that number is staying static. If you're dipping into that account, how can we get that back up to the mandatory 3 months or 6 months or whatever you decide and establish as a couple to keep on hand?
For that emergency fund. Okay, next, talking about debt. How much debt do we have? Which I think can be a little bit awkward, especially if you're the one in the relationship with a little bit more debt.
Yeah, and what I recommend doing here is doing a balance sheet, which essentially you take all of your assets, write down all of your assets and the values on a monthly basis, take all of your debt, all of your liabilities, and add those up, and then take your assets minus your liabilities, and that's your net worth. I think that gives you a good representation of how to start thinking about making your financial picture as a couple better in the long term, because then you can think about debt like, okay, what are we doing? Are we taking assets to pay down debt this month, or are we taking some of our income, extra income to pay down debt? But what we want to make sure of is that the debt number is going down, the asset number is going up, right? Because that means that your net worth's getting bigger and you're getting your financial picture a little bit more stable over time. And I think setting up small goals as a couple is a good place to start, where you're just trying to do one thing at a time. Focus on, hey, we got a credit card that we had to use this month. How are we going to pay that off? Get that paid off, and then reward yourself. Hey, that's a good thing. You've accomplished something and you've increased your net worth.
Okay. Last question is, are we saving enough for retirement? That's a good one.
Yeah, I think what I recommend doing is sitting down with your spouse on a monthly basis. My wife and I actually do this. We schedule time to meet, and we usually have a glass of wine, and we write down physically how many dollars are going towards our retirement savings accounts. I think this opens up a lot of good dialogue as a couple on where you actually see yourself in retirement, right? What are the goals you have? How much income would you like to have? And then when we assign a dollar value to the current monthly contributions, that'll help you back in, hey, are we actually getting, is this going to be enough money? Right? Are we putting enough in these accounts to actually achieve some of these goals that we're outlining on a monthly basis?
I think having these conversations might ease the stress of the conversations, right? How often should we be having these check-ins with our partner?
Yeah, everyone has their own thing. At Defined Financial Planning, we put together a balance sheet for our clients on a monthly basis, and we think it's a great place to start. Where you just sit down. It can be 15 minutes. I have a 2-year-old, so after we put our daughter to bed, we sit down and we take 15 minutes and we just look at that balance sheet. We look at the assets, the liabilities, the net worth, and we say, okay, are we moving in the right direction? And are we getting closer to some of these goals we've established for ourselves? And another thing with that is I think you can really figure out if your spouse or partner is on the same page as you, right? Are we kind of trying to accomplish the same things? Are we trying to meet these financial goals, and are they in alignment? And that's a really important conversation to have, and something that's dynamic. So I'd recommend having it on a monthly basis.
All right, Sam Gata, helping us to not be so financially illiterate. Really appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.